used to be a cutter. I remember the very first time when I cut myself. The scar that I put on my body, it read, "I'm sorry, Lord."
You know what? I am walking through da 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 da. To God be the glory. If you continue to give God praise, honor, and glory.
Mama, he touched me. Mama, he hurt me. Please don't desert me now. I need you. Struggle for so long. Try to just hold on. This thing is weighing me down. Your mama, no one ain't trying to cause no undue drama. Ain't trying to put no more stress in your world. But I gotta let you know what happened to your baby girl. When you were gone, that man, he put his hands on me. I want to tell you sooner, but the devil had his hands on me. And he made plans for me. But now I know that God is the only one that was...
Take steps every day. I had to take steps every day in order to get to the point where I'm at now. And I'm still taking steps. You know what I'm saying? I'm still, I'm still growing. Hating men to totally being in love with this guy.
Hallelujah! To God be the glory.
Grow. I mean, when I left DCDC, I mean, I had a line of people just hugging me. I had COs saying that they wish I didn't have to go. And I mean, this is not like a vacation spot. You know what I'm saying? I had, two COs just come talk to me and say, man, these girls have never been this together. They have never wanted to do a Bible study. I mean, we changed the game. They allowed a special time to go off into other places in order to have Bible studies. And God used me, broken me, little me, locked up me, in jail me, to lead people to Christ. Somebody who was basically almost an atheist converted and got saved the day I left. Well, the day before I left. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And it felt so good. And some of the girls I still keep in contact with, I mean, just the impact that they had on my life and I had on their lives through the power of God was amazing. And I was released from it. But so much good came from it. You know what I'm saying? So God said, and I feel that He chose those words like that to relate to me, so I'll know. You did 4 months in jail, but there was a purpose for it. There was a purpose for it. And so, I feel like what God is saying is that I would not allow your body to be, going through this turmoil. I would not allow your personal life to be going through this turmoil. I would not allow these feelings and these emotions. I would not allow the surgery. I would not allow all these medicines. I would not allow all these things if there was not a release from it. It's a release. There is a release inside. There is a release inside. And I feel that my release is coming soon. And everything's going to be okay, and I pray to God, I said, God, please just promise me that in the end, I'll be able to have kids. I want kids. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to know because I have chicken in the oven, broccoli cooking, so I don't want to burn my food up. But yeah, I had a dream years ago. I had a dream about these 3 little girls. And I guess I have to tell the story. Just a quick story. I had just broke up with my ex-girlfriend, and I decided I was going to church, and I was going to leave women alone, and I was going to convert back to my faith, and I was going to live the life I was supposed to live. I was going to do the girly thing, and do everything I was supposed to do. I made that promise to God, and I had this dream about these 3 children. It was 2 little girls, and it was a boy, and it was so beautiful. I mean, it was so beautiful, and it looked like it's like Christmas time or something. Because the two little girls, one looked like maybe she could have been about 3, and the other one looked like she maybe was about 1. And then there was a little arm baby. But see, the thing about it was, it looked like it was Christmas time, and we were in the house with the 2 little girls. And then when I saw the little boy, I was in the hospital, so he was a newborn little boy. And so, and there was a guy there, which I'm guessing was my husband, but I couldn't see his face. So I had that dream, and I dreamt about these kids ever since. When I'm down, I dream about these kids. I think about these kids. When I started going through these female issues and I thought I wouldn't be able to have kids, I started thinking about these kids. I'm like, God, why would you show me these kids if they're not mine, if I'm not going to be able to have kids? But God was preparing me because he knew it was coming. He knew the devil was going to challenge my faith by saying, oh, well, you got these, you got a cyst, you got a polyp, you got this, you got that. You're not going to be able to have kids. They're going to take your ovaries out. They're telling me that my testosterone levels are too high, and, I'm making jokes, oh, well, that's why I was gay, but not really taking it seriously that I'm really going through something that could change the rest of my life. And I just got to the point where I was just so down about it, but I just kept seeing these kids plain as day. And I really believe that, God, he speaks to me through dreams. He prepares me through dreams. He prepared me for what happened with, the guy I was talking about, but I just didn't want to see it. And he prepared me, for things. And so I really believe that he sent that dream to me, because when I made a decision that I was going to leave women alone, I was going to walk this walk of faith, and I was going to live for the Lord, I made this decision, but God was preparing me for the things that was going to have to come, things that I'm going to have to go through with. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you made the decision, you're not going to deal with women no more. Okay, cool. But that doesn't mean that the devil's okay with this. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that, the devil's not going to try to, break you down. Because my thing was, I said, if I find out that I can't have kids, I'm going back to women. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, because I can't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And everything was, focused on me trying to become a woman, live as a woman, be feminine as a woman, And if I'm constantly having my womanhood ripped out of me or challenged, what is the point? You know what I'm saying? What is really the point? So I said all that to say, God does, I really wish I had more time. God does so many things for so many reasons, you know what I'm saying? But he prepares you for them. You just got to look out for the signs that God allows you to see. Because, that God brings to you, because, he will never put more on you than you can bear. And he will always prepare you. He will always be there to sustain you. He will always help you, but you got to be willing, I heard Medea say, when you pray to God, God already heard your prayer. And he knows what you want. And he knows how to get it. But, it's like going from A to B. B is not just a straight shot all the time. You know what I'm saying? What you're looking for is way across town. But God's like a GPS telling you, okay, you got to go here, go here, go there, go there, go there. But what you don't know, is that you may run into traffic, or you may have an accident, or this may happen. He's leading you the right direction, but on your way you're gonna run into obstacles. So you gotta continue to just go forth in God anyway. So that was just my little testimony on this morning. I'm gonna go before I burn up my food, but I just really wanted to put that out there, because I really felt like it was something that needed to be said, something that God allowed me to see, something that he did in me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I pray that something I said was encouraging. And make sure y'all subscribe, hit me up, friend me, all that good stuff.